Hello folks, welcome to Beskidy. On this fine day, we are over here at, oh boy, I can't even pronounce that, but it's the sawmill. And I know we've shown in a previous episode this pile of sawdust or wood chips, whatever it is out here. And I have had a dickens of a time trying to capture it until, and probably if I would have read the instructions for the forest mod, it would have made this clear. But typically when you see a pile of something, kind of like we have right here, my mind goes to getting a front loader or some kind of thing to put on a tractor, what have you, to pick it up. What I didn't think or didn't know is right here is a silo spout, and the easy way to fill up a trailer is to drive underneath it. And I think you may drive over the pile a little bit. There is a way to pick up the wood chips from here, and I tried valiantly to. We have a front loader tractor, and I put a shovel on it. I think it's the same one where you handle silage or chaff, and I used that to pick it up. But no matter what I would try, I couldn't put wood chips in one of them on trailers. There's probably something wrong, and I just need to figure out what it is. This is an in-game trailer, and you can see it's coming out the spout and it's filling up the trailer. Let me see here, does it indicate? Oh, that's just the fill level locally. I don't know how much is in here. There's probably several trailer loads. But it just bugged me that I couldn't get the wood chips. And oh, by the way, how do you like the appearance of our wood chips? That look a little bit different to you? What's sitting here on the ground versus in the trailer? Well, it turns out the guys that made this mod, they were very clever. You know, if someone mods a special fill type that doesn't come in game, let me just turn the tractor off for a moment. You know, which wood chips are. In this version of Farming Sim, we didn't have the forestry built into the game. You know, once Farm Sim 15 came out, it was a part of the game. The Giants had it in there. So you already had wood chips already in game. You had all the trailers set up properly so they could handle wood chips. But in this version, you didn't. All it had, you know, on trailers such as this would be the standard commodities, you know, wheat and canola and so forth. So what the guys did to add it in was really clever. And I'll just show you real quick. Here is the wood chip script that is built into the forestry mod. So it comes in here. Fillable is a specialization that trailers have, that probably front end loaders, anything that holds something. A combine would have it. It's going to be fillable, a property. Fillable meaning it's able to receive and handle material, namely chaff, silage, wheat, potatoes, anything that we would want to put in a trailer is going to be part of the fillable thing. Well, so what these guys did is they said anytime a trailer or something loads up that is built to handle chaff or silage, then they said let it also handle wood chips. So up here they're actually registering wood chip as kind of a viable fill type. And then down here they are checking during the load sequence for a trailer, it's going to look and see, let's see right here, if they have a wood chip has been installed, which it has been up here as a valid fill type, then if it has chaff as a valid fill type in the trailer, or if it has silage, then take the or set up so the wood chip is true, and then install a fill plane. Basically all you're doing is saying copy the fill plane that's being used for chaff and use it over here on wood chip. And if it didn't happen to handle chaff and only handle silage, then it would use the silage fill plane. So that's why in game we see it as green, because it's really given us the chaff fill plane. Now they did all this to help the user. You know, there's nothing worse than having a cool mod and then only to come to the realization you're not able to use the mod because you need a whole bunch of other mods in order to use it. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, for example, if they would have done this and said, okay, now you have to go get a modded trailer that is capable of holding wood chips, what it would mean is many users would probably just throw their hands up and they wouldn't even use a forestry mod, or they wouldn't use this aspect of it. So, but by providing a way for trailers, all trailers, to hold wood chips, then anybody can use it. And so all you need to do is just kind of get past, you know, the look, which doesn't look normal. Anyway, let me turn this thing on. One of the things we need to do, you know, I think I said in a previous episode, I also installed a place that deals with wood chips. And I've since read that the BGA also should take wood chips. But what I don't know is if we even have a BGA on this particular map. And maybe somebody will know, they can mention it in the comments, but I'm not aware of one. So you know what, I'm gonna set up a course play here, and I'm just gonna start it here because I don't know how many loads I'm gonna have to take. Did it go to, there's the first little one. Give me another. Maybe it'll let me. Oh gee, maybe I may have to redo this. I know it's important to see the first two. Alright, let me get out on the main road, and I gotta try to head for where we store. Yeah, I know I gotta head south. Oh, there goes a jet plane overhead. So the thing is, can I find it? I know many times I would turn left or right here to head to the forest. But for now, I'm going to try to head for where I have some wood chip storage, as well as the bio unit that's going to take it. And right now, the bio unit is chock full. I've been doing some of this off cam, so I'm not able to put any more into it, but I did put also a wood chip storage right next to it, and I have a front loader down there, and I'm pretty sure it'll let me pick up wood chips and put it in the bio thing. I've already tested it. I know it'll dump it in. The only other thing I need to test is to see whether it'll pick it up off the floor of the wood chip storage. Oh, this is going to take a little while to get down there, and I'm noticing this tractor is really going through the fuel. So I don't know if it's because I have a heavy load or just what the deal is. Oh, I'm going across some tracks. And of course, I have the mod installed that is the no collision camera. So I kind of got to come in cab in order to get under some trees. Otherwise, I can't see my tractor. Oh, let's see here. Do I want to go? Oh, blimey. Let me see here. Let me see. Can I... Where am I at? I just crossed the rail. Am I curving up this way? You know what? I'm gonna hang a left, and I'm gonna trust that it's gonna take me to where I need to go. He is stopping for me with a gentleman and a scholar. Here, let me zip down in here again. I'm probably only about halfway to it. Well, maybe I'm a little closer than that. That appears to be the beer factory over here to our left. I'm sorry, this is a little jerky. I don't have my steering wheel set up. Oh yeah, we're making it in. I think, yeah, then I'm gonna go by a fuel station. Maybe what I need to do is each trip run the guy by the fuel station. Yeah, right in there. Yeah, all these signs telling me where to go to get to the sawmill again. Alright, I got some heavy S-curves here to get around. So it's a fair distance to go, you know, to get over here. That's why I'm setting up a course play. You know, obviously there's going to be the other things I need to do, so I might just have him do some hauling for me. And I don't know if I can make it. Here we go. Alright, let me get out of cap. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. Here it is. Here's the bio unit or whatever that's called, and right behind it I kind of put into the hill. You can see a tiny little bit of sawdust growing on the floor, if you will, and it's a different color at least when it puts it down there. Oh goodness, this thing over here was on. Good grief. Oops. Sorry, I'm going. Well, I thought it was on. How come it's out? Maybe now it's just that other tractor. Is it? I'm hearing things. All right, let me stop here. I don't know if this is ultimately the way I want to do it, but let me at least take it sawmill to wood chip storage. Maybe I better wood chip storage. There, that'll get it. Alright, so we have that, and then I'm gonna have to make one back. Anyway, let me get this. We're able to dump. It'll put it out. It looks green. It looks terrible. But I think if you zoom in on this, oh yeah, it's rising from. Look at that! Isn't it magic how it's just rising up all over the floor, as if we dumped it in several places. All right, now that I have this here, maybe oh shoot. Maybe what I need to do is go a little forward here, and I'm going to see if I can. I tried to leave myself room so I could drive behind the bio unit here. So maybe that is just enough to get a. There's one egg or whatever that is. I don't know if I need to see two. Yeah, this may not work out so well. Less that one is all I needed. Alright. Here we go. And I apologize, this isn't very smooth. But we'll get the job done. And it appears, you know, there's nothing quite like driving the map and just being out in it to see where stuff goes. I think off to the right, I'm reminded that's where wool goes. As soon as we get ourselves some sheep. Good to know. Well, you don't have to sit here and watch me drive. Tell you what, I'll meet you back at the sawmill. Alright, we are back here at the sawmill. I think I've recorded this. No, I haven't. I stopped it, but I don't think I recorded it. Alright, so we'll call this wood chip storage to sawmill, or SWML. How about that? Alright, that's a good enough name. We will reset the course. Now we're gonna load what we had. Sawmill wood chip. And hopefully he behaves himself. Let's go in here. I'll sneak in here and try to snake this around. There we go. Just enough to get a load. And by the way, it's loading way quicker than it was designed to. At least 10 times quicker. I just figured I didn't want to sit around and wait. So I just tweaked a little variable. I won't bore you with how I found that. Oops, okay, hold on. What mode am I in? Helper, ComE, overloader, transfer, start to finish. Driving help. Yeah, you know, I probably could be using that one. There probably was a way to set it up to where I could almost have it do it automatically. Transfer, I think that's what I need to do. So, interesting. It's telling me ES limiter version not supported. Oh, good grief. Alright, so he's trying to find the beginning of... Let me just get him turned around and try to help the guy out. Yeah, here we go. Oh, you know what's going on here? Shoot. I may need to start it at a different point. Yeah, I think I need the full... Yeah, he'll do it. He should have no trouble doing the route. But he's always going to have trouble kind of on the beginning. I may have to totally redo the route. The other thing I may need to have to keep an eye on is the train or other cars. And who knows what kind of entanglements he'll have, you know, messing with those. Anyway, let me see. I think I have it set up to stop when he gets there. So let's see if he can survive. Oh, this is all my home equipment. Yeah, that other tractor, it is really, really using up the sauce. So maybe, oh my goodness, I am just zipping along. I don't remember how to change how fast I'm going, but let me grab the saw. I think I'm going to cut a few more trees. Actually, you know, before I do that, maybe I should come on here. I'd initially considered, yeah, I got some debt. I'm going to repay it and get rid of it. It's rubbing my saw as I do it. I had considered buying the wood chip storage as a placeable, and in retrospect, I wish I would have. Yes, he doesn't let me run fast with a chainsaw on my hands. In retrospect, I wish I would have, because I'm learning every time I try to install an object to the map editor and save it. Sometimes it kills my game and I gotta work like crazy to get it back, or other times it just messes up the save game. You know, I had that again happen twice since the last episode that I recorded. I just gotta be careful that I remember to keep... Whoa, that would have knocked me off the planet in real life. I was standing way too close. I just gotta remember to make sure I keep my save game file, that I don't accidentally save over the top of it or any of that kind of thing. Trying to get all the branches off. Almost like up there I missed some. There we go. Alright, this is hanging up above ground. Shouldn't bind the saw. I'll give that a try like so. For all the trouble I've had with these trees, here I kind of got a dip. I'll come from underneath. For all the trouble I've had with these trees, it's still a brilliant mod, and what can I say? I mean, I have my debt paid off, so I mean, reading the opening information, you know, to come out and head out to the trees to earn some extra money while waiting for the crops. I think that's pretty good advice. Let me see, I think there's another tree up top here. I think I can handle maybe 3 trees in my log trader, something like that. So let me try to get this one alongside instead of crossing the... It's probably still going to somewhat land on the road, which is okay. That makes it easy for me to cut. I like that it's predictable, that where you put... Well, kind of. I don't think my saw was angled quite that way. I kind of wanted it to go out there, but maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. You know, they don't have you with, neither with this nor with future versions of Farming Sim, you know, where they had a where they actually had forestry built into the game. Oh, hey, it reached the end point. I think I want to finish cutting this before I go down there, though. Oh, get up on the road. Come on. Almost had to hop. But unlike in real life, they just have you cut straight into the tree and it falls over. I know people can maybe try different angles and what have you, but it's pretty rudimentary, the model that they have for how trees are cut. Let's see, did I get all that? Nope, got one more. Because in real life, of course, in order to cut a tree down, we would be notching the trunk. Alright, so let me head over to... Does it leave me with my saw? Nope, it doesn't. Alright, I gotta say, I'm happy with that. It's gonna let me dump right there. Let me just take it... Oh, shoot, it's going off that way. Alright, let me reset this and pull up wood chip storage to sawmill. Yeah, let's see what it's gonna do. It's gonna head in there, but I have a feeling when it hits that second egg, it isn't gonna go around the corner like I just... Ah, look at that. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. You know, this isn't letting me move. It's almost as if it incorporated me into the building. Move. There we go. Get off that building. Whew. Yeah, see, the second egg is over here. For whatever reason, those first 2 are critically important that I've heard you need to have in a straight line. So I think it'll behave itself from here as it bounds out of the... What are you doing, pal? Wow. Was that because I was standing in the way? That's very interesting. Anyway, we have another little bit dumped in here. We're taking care of this bit by bit, and it's nowhere near ready to dump more in. Oops. Let me head out here. Looks like when you tab to another vehicle, it helpfully puts your saw... Actually, now... You know what? Let me just hop in here. Maybe I need to move it around a little bit. I cut down 2 trees. Maybe if I can get this other one up on top here. You know what? I don't need to... I changed my mind. Yes, my Ursus needs to be refueled soon. I think I'll do that when he gets up the air, and I sure hope he doesn't run out of fuel on the way. Keep our fingers crossed, because he slurps fuel like he's parched. But see, when we cut in here, we are cutting in straight. You would never do this on a real-life tree. Well, I mean, you could, but if you did it, you'd be taking an enormous risk of the tree not falling where you want it to fall. You know, anybody that's observed that before has seen notches cut. That's what the professionals, the loggers, do when they cut down trees. And so I understand it, there's a number of different kind of notches. And when I did a little bit of logging when I was in my youth, where I worked on Lone Oak Farms, we did what was called, I think, a Humboldt notch. And I think this is actually the notch that Farming Simulator 15 uses. The first one, I don't know about later versions of the game, maybe it used the same one. Okay, now I believe that is 3 trees, right? Right. Okay, we'll see if this is strong enough to haul it to market. We'll put that in there. And I'm gonna drop our box here in the woods and go down and get me the trailer. Of course, it always takes forever and a day to warm this thing up. Actually, the tractor that I'm using to pull wood chips is probably the one that I should use to pull the trailer here, hauling the heavy logs. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's head down and pick these up. Anyway, the Humboldt notch, I personally think it's probably one of the more difficult ones to do, at least to me personally. Probably a logging person would say it's no big deal or anything like that. But I think it's tougher because what you're doing is you're cutting up. You start on the underside of the notch and you cut angling back and up. Whereas the standard notch is, I won't reach all the way down the hill. The standard notch, you start over the top of the notch and you use gravity to kind of help you, cut the notch. So your saw is heavy. I mean, if you got to haul it all day, and so, but when you do the Humboldt notch, you're having to lift it up in order to cut, the particular notch. But the reason I know we did it is so we could get more of the log. When you take the standard notch, you're always leaving that chip kind of on the end of your log, and you're having to cut a section of it off. So I kind of think that that's the reason we would always use a Humboldt, because you're starting with a smooth end of a log right in the end and don't have to trim that off. So a little less saw work maybe is the reason we did it. But stop. Alrighty, grab those two. Yeah, I should have tried to fill these parallel with the road, and I didn't. There we go. I am very pleased that oh shoot, this is going to be steep. But good thing I have magical logs here that just stay on my trailer. That load securing is invaluable. So once again, I mean, that's the genius of this. Oh, hey, there's one teeny tiny little toothpick. I saw that on the save game file. I wondered where it was. All right, let's take him while we're at it. Okay, let's head back up the hill. I wonder if, can I see on the road? No, I can't. I was thinking I could see on the road where the course plate is. All I see is that he needs to be refueled. Well, what I'm hoping is that he's actually made it to the destination, so I don't need to go out there with a fuel trailer. I know I got rid of the more realistic mod out of here, but there is something here that it is definitely requiring me to use a proper powered tractor in doing some of this. I don't know if you would haul logs like this with this particular tractor, but you know, and there's the bell. Get the last toothpick on here. There we go, last two. Alright, I will be headed over to the toothpick factory and we will see if we make it. I'll see you one last time once I get over to the sawmill. Back in a bit. Okay folks, here we are at the sawmill and oh, I'm running so fast. Our other tractor is patiently waiting on 5 liters of fuel. So let's reset him. Let's drop the trailer and give him some fuel. I think we conveniently have a fuel fill at both ends of this course. Yes, I just drove through a gate. Yeah, I'm wondering if the fuel usage is off on this one here. Maybe someone that is familiar with this tractor in real life. Let's see, I'm sure it's another Ursus. 1614. Does it guzzle fuel like it's going out of style? Maybe it does. But it at least made it home. I'll give it that. Alright, we'll take him over and get another filling of wood chips. Gotta just kind of peel the edge of the building off to do it. Alright. Let me go find my course. Sawmill to wood chips. That's what I need. Very handy. There must be invisible workers picking it up off the ground and chucking it in and painting it green at the same time. Alright, you take her away. Oops. And here we have our other tractor, and we will unload our bounty from the forest. You know, really, I could put a course play on the forest too, I suppose. And this, of course, is going to make more wood chips. Well, I will start unloading her here and bid you all adieu. Thank you for coming along for the ride. We will see you on the next one.